This was a great year for our podcast. Our listenership is way up. We really do appreciate you guys. Please keep the emails coming in. I didn't mention that. You can email us at podcast@e-webstyle.com. Send them in, just like Gino. You're going to get on the air. By the way, Gino is at least the domain name with his email is etrack.net.au, which is of course an Australian domain name, and it's just a coming soon page, and he doesn't have anything up yet. So that'll be in our blog. So Gino, you're going to get some backlink traffic for that. Anybody who wants to write to us, we're gonna bring you up, and you're gonna end up getting some backlink traffic. So you get some backlink love, from eWeb Style. Which is important. It's very important. It's actually the most important thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we thought let's cover. We talk continuously. We talk about different clients. We talk about the things that you need to be doing on a regular basis, and we think we do a pretty good job of stressing those things that are very important. Here in our 2009 year in review, we wanted just to kind of reiterate, re-emphasize those things. And, frankly, some of us were like a little surprised at how important some of these ratings factors were, and we'll discuss why they are so important. We also want to talk a little bit about, the other huge thing probably through 2009, starting in 2008, was social media.
Yeah.
And all the different forms and venues and access and stalking and everything that you can do with social media. Why and how should you be doing it? What should you be doing? And so we want to talk about that a little bit. So you've got top 5 ranking factors
here on my wall, and we've covered tons of topics. We probably covered 50 different SEO concepts or techniques, and we wanted to break it down into, hey, what should you be doing at the absolute minimum for your website? Because we talk about so many different things, you'll probably get confused. At the absolute minimum, here's what I say.
If you're going to do nothing else,
yes,
focus on these 5 things.
Exactly.
And by the way, we do have podcasts, I think, on all of them but one. This is a list of actually of all our podcasts.
Oh, wow.
This is podcast number 44.
Podcast 44. Wow.
44. So
that's awesome.
That's really good.
So at the minimum, out of all the things that we talked about, here's 5 things that everybody should be doing. We'll probably even get into a few more. Here's number 1: keyword focused anchor text from your external links. I myself knew this was important.
Wait, say that. That's confusing. What was that again?
Keyword focused anchor text from your external links.
So not internal.
Not from your own pages. From johndoe.com is going to give you a link. So johndoe.com is going to give you a backlink from their website onto your website. The anchor text are the actual words that johndoe.com places on their website that'll bring you back. So for all of your blue one-arm widget needs, go to blueonearmwidgets.com, and then blue one-arm widgets would be in
the anchor text. Links to.
If you need a blue one-arm widget, you're going to get it here at blueonearmwidgets.com.
And this is one of the ones that surprised you. That you're like,
I knew it was a good factor.
We talk about it all the time.
I didn't know it was like one of the top 5 factors, and this was listed as number 1. So even I was surprised about this. So
the example that we often use is in relation to internal links. You have the text. Most people use the text home to get you to the home page. And remember that in this example, your home page is not about home, right? It's not about homes. It's not about the word home. So better anchor text. I mean, we're not suggesting you don't have home, because that's actually kind of user-friendly.
Yeah.
But better anchor text back to your home page would be blue one-armed widgets, if that's what you sell, so that Google says, hey, at the end of this link is information about this text, and it's blue one-armed widgets, boom. So that's internal. When you go external, then Google will see more value in that, because it's an unbiased source.
Okay.
Right? So it's a situation where, okay, again, John Doe has a website. He loves blue one-armed widgets, is maybe going to try the red one-armed widgets. But if you want a blue one-armed widget, go here, because that's where he got it. So it's an unbiased source. Google gives a lot more weight to that. In fact, we figure it's the number 1.
Now, what about, let's say you're like buddy John Pavlakos out there. Hey, John, that's a nice plug for you. And you're like, okay, how do I determine anchor text that goes on somebody else's website? Because that's what the first thing that comes into my mind. He's going to put anchor text on his website. How do I influence that? Because he's going to put it up whatever he wants. What would you say to I'm John Doe. I'm doing my own link building. I mean, can you suggest it? Hey,
yes.
Can you put me up on
here? So here, this really boils down to one of the jobs that we have as an SEO company, which is because there's so much value in external links, we want to make sure that those external links that we're providing for your website have that value. So you end up working on building relationships, and you end up building new relationships. So if it's John Doe who's done it, make some sort of tit for tat arrangement. Maybe I can give you a link back if you just change that text, or you know what, hey, I really appreciate that you appreciate my business. You could really help my business, and you send this in an email or you make a phone call. You could really help my business if instead of just saying widgets and linking back, that you actually specifically say blue one-arm widgets, because that's the only thing I sell, and that's going to have more relevancy for my business. The other thing is if your business was, BOW, and he said, oh, find blue one-arm widgets at BOW, and BOW was the actual link. Hopefully that made sense.
Yeah.
Then it's better actually to have the blue one-arm widgets as the actual link. So you can, give them a call, send them an email, say, look, I really appreciate your backlink. Could you, make it a little more effective for me? And, maybe you offer them a discount or
could
something.
Could you use keyword-focused anchor text
on your external links?
That's not spelling it out.
So that's a great question, and that's how you do it. I mean, this is, ironically, in all of this electronic age, it's about relationships. Yeah. It's about, making that personal connection, and that the plead, the begging.
There you go.
To make it happen.
All right.
That's number one.
Number two, external link popularity. Explain external. Everybody at this point, I won't explain external links. I think everybody knows what they are.
So external link popularity is just going to be about the population of external links that you have.
Okay.
So again, that's one of the big deals that we do. This is one of the reasons that we're in business, because building external link popularity it's not rocket science, right? Mm-hmm. Sending an email to a guy or posting on certain forums, that's not rocket science. It's just incredibly time consuming. And if you're doing it and you're doing it wrong, you're wasting your time. So spending a lot of time because it's time consuming and wasting all of that time is why you hire a company like eWebStyle or any other SEO company, or just link building companies.
There you go. And also you want to watch who you're linking to, and we've talked about that before. You want to go after people with a high page rank or high search engine score. I mean, different browsers or tools call it, Alexa calls it Alexa rank or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to go after people with a quality search engine score.
Right.
Because that could, it could harm you. How you link, remember, it could help you or it could harm you. So make sure you're doing that properly.
And so what that really means is kind of like, as opposed to getting a nice link on John Doe's website, you'd like it on MSN.
There you go. Oh, hey, there you go.
MSN homepage, linking to blue one-arm widgets to your website, significantly more valuable to Google than John Doe linking back. So.
And if you get a link from MSN, I need a phone call.
Yeah.
ASAP.
If you've got that hookup.
Seriously, though.
We need to talk.
And this kind of goes into the next topic, would be diversity of link sources. Where you get all of your links coming from the same
domain.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the same domain.
And this kind of makes sense because how, if we know that external links are valuable, how hard is it to set up a new website designed to have some sort of information on it and its main goal to link back to your website? And Google recognizes this. Yeah. So if you've only got one or two websites that are linking back to you, then there's not much value in that.
Exactly. And then why we've talked about this before. Watch out for link farms. And you should know this by now. You don't want to get involved with a link farm. A website with just link. They're not related. Stay away from it. That can definitely hurt you.
It's annoying to customers and it's annoying to Google.
I don't see them too much, but every so often I will see one. They used to be just prevalent all across the internet.
I had a good quote for what SEO's responsibility is, and I think it was last time. And as an SEO, the efforts that you're making for SEO, your responsibility is to provide a good experience to the Google user.
Okay.
Right? So if a link farm is something that you're trying and you don't like them and no Google user is going to like them, then don't mess with them, right? If you're gonna put some sort of link with, maybe you're using blue one-arm widgets but you're selling something else, that's not a good experience for Google. So if you're out there creating bad experiences for internet users, you're creating bad experiences for